eToro Copytrading Basics.
This is a topic you see users on eToro asking all the time. What is the minimum amount to copy you? It's an important question, because you want to be sure that when you copy someone, your copy of them includes every trade in their portfolio. Here are some of the questions users ask. Will a copy of $200 with later top-ups not work with your portfolio? Hi, can I copy you with $50? Hi, I just started on eToro and you're my first person who I copy. I just added $200 because this is the amount that I can afford right now. Do you think it's enough? Or should I invest another $200 when I'm able to? Fingers crossed and kind regards. Hi, hope you are well. How much should I invest to cover all trades? Thanks in advance. Now the last comment there is key. You need to allocate enough cash to each PI to cover all their trades. What does that mean? Well, firstly, let's go back to basics. What do eToro say? What's the minimum amount required to copy a trader? The minimum amount required to copy a trader is $200. Please note that there is a minimum amount for each copied position of $1. Positions not meeting the $1 minimum will not be opened. So there's a minimum trade amount on eToro of $1. This applies to you. No eToro user, including you, can have any single trade under this amount. Alright, so if you try to copy someone with an amount below the minimum copy amount, the smallest positions they have, which might be below $1, will not copy, and you won't have them in your portfolio. Is that the end of the world? Well, it's not the end of the world, but you will start with a portfolio at a greater and likely increasing level of desynchronization with your PI, and that can lead to issues. Most copiers want to copy as closely as possible what their PI has. Okay, so now you want to know how much you need to allocate to any PI to ensure you get all their trades. How do you find that information out? As you saw from those comments, many people ask the PI. However, the answer you get isn't always correct or helpful. This is something you can check yourself. I'll explain how. Taking the example we know, if the minimum copy amount is $200, the smallest trade size you can copy must represent 0.5% of the PI's portfolio. Why? Well, because if 0.5% equals $1, 1% equals $2, and 100% equals $200. That's why $200 is the minimum copy amount on eToro. So the formula for you to remember is 100 divided by the smallest trade size, X, equals the minimum copy amount to cover all trades. In this case, 100 divided by 0.5 equals 200. So you have to search for the smallest trade size, X, and insert it into this calculation. For example, imagine we find a PI, John, whose smallest trade size is 0.16% of his portfolio. We can work out his minimum copy amount. 100 divided by 0.16 equals 625. Easy. $625 and above is needed to copy all of John's trades. Many PIs are like John and cannot be copied for this minimum $200. Many have loads of trades smaller than 0.5% of their portfolio. How to find a PI's minimum trade size? You have to do a bit of detective work. I'll show you how. You have to go to the PI's portfolio. You can see what percentage is invested in each position, but that's not the answer. You need to go one level deeper to check the trades they've made in that position. Sometimes it's just one trade, sometimes it's many. Here's an example. What you need to do is look through the portfolio. Here you can see the position sizes. But like I say, you've got to go one level deeper AMD, for example, is over 3% position size, but when I click through, I can see that this position consists of multiple trades, and the smallest trade size I can find is 0.12%. Let's imagine we've looked through all of this PI's positions, and 0.12% is the smallest we can find. That allows us to calculate the minimum copy amount we need to allocate to ensure we copy every single trade they've made. 0.12% must equal the minimum trade amount of $1. So, if 0.12% equals $1, then how do we calculate 100%? That's 100 divided by 0.12 gives us 833.34. That would be the minimum copy amount. So you need to check on a case-by-case basis. For PIs with huge portfolios consisting of numerous tiny trades, their minimum copy amount can be many thousands of dollars. So what does this all mean for you? Make sure you know the minimum copy amount for any PI before you start copying them. Check if the information is on their bio or their pinned post. It's on mine. I can be copied for the minimum amount, by the way. Minimum $200, strict maximum $2 million. No more than that, please guys. If in doubt, ask the PI. They should know, but they don't always. If a PI cannot give you a clear number, amount, in response regarding the minimum, not what they recommend, well, you can draw your own conclusions. You can pause the video here to read some of these suboptimal responses. Those are the basics. There's a little more to it than that. A more detailed video is available for those who copy me.